Okay. Back and stable, hopefully. Alright, well I guess we'll just do it and we'll see how it goes here. Okay. So, I had to think, and I actually have a piece of paper with all of the park layout sketched out. So I know what I want to do next and in between, for the most part. So, since this is going to be a rather large park, I was rethinking this entrance. I think I'm just going to make the bigger, more grandiose one. So we will get rid of that. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so we'll go here. Is it here? Yeah. Let's grab this bigger entrance. And is that the entrance or that's the entrance? Okay. So now that's going to look kind of like... Maybe I should put the pathing in first. Let's put the pathing in first. Because if I do a branch off here... Now, is there a way to make another entrance gate like that? That I don't know. Because if I could get that, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, we're just going to have to branch off here. Select grid. I mean, I guess I could just do it thicker, but that's not really what I want. Oh, God. No. There. Now, I don't know if that actually... I don't think that's going to work either. Yeah, no, I need parallel paths. I need some kind of parallel paths to make this work. So I don't know how to get multiples of these. I don't know if that's possible. Let me look real quick here. It doesn't look like it. Well, it's possible you popped in just as soon as the stream went down, so... Or restarted, rather. Okay. Well, okay, that's not going to work so well then. I mean, I guess I could just have a large entrance. Oh, wait, I don't need to do that. I can just grab this one. And then if we ever figure out how to maybe do that. I swear there are maps that do that, though. I feel like I've seen the multiple entrance turn style, but maybe not. So we'll beautify that a little bit later. Right now I just kind of want to get the basic layout down. Okay. So there are a lot of these facilities. I'm kind of tempted to just straight use that. And wait a minute, I also have to consider that there is that path in the back that needs to be open still. So if I maybe pull it like here, I don't know, the corner store, what does this got? Milkshakes, fries. So what does this have? Hot dogs, fries, chief beef. Okay. I'd like to make this entrance a little bit more interesting. I was thinking of originally moving this to like here and then having some kind of food court deal, but I think I'd like to open this up even bigger and you know, have a couple rides here. I was looking at rides that I could squeeze in here, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I will actually use some of these other smaller shacks and whatnot and put them in here. Which in that case, maybe that's a little bit too big. I suppose I could do... do something simple here. Now, I don't know, I don't remember if this has been a part of the original or not, but I do know that with the World Fair DLC, there is an entire French Riviera and the assortment of stuff in here. So my plan that I've got written down here will continue with the fairy tale idea, and it's going to meld through the French Riviera into the vintage 1900s, 1800s, whatever it's set at. Then we'll go steampunk to Western, and then we'll do sort of the desert into the Morocco, into the World Fair, which will go through China, which will then go through sort of a jungle area to the adventure. The adventure will then go through that sort of tropical into the pirate. The pirate will end up into like Pirates of the Caribbean fighting zombie pirates, which then leads into the spooky. The spooky will then lead into, through the Ghostbusters, transition into like the studio city, the movie studio city, and then we'll do like the Back to the Future stuff. We'll do the Knight Rider, which will then lead into like sort of a cyberpunk, and then lead into sci-fi at the end. And then what I want to do in the middle is have like a central big roller coaster, but I also want it to be sort of around the festive village Christmas theme. And then there is a ride in here, like one of these, that we'll have, and we'll label it the North Pole. And that'll be right in the middle. Actually, that's a bigger one. I don't know, one of these gigantic things will be the North Pole ride that leads into a black hole. You could actually do that. Find a way into one of these mountains and just... Ooh... I mean, that could be a sci-fi ride, actually. It's kind of interesting how all of these, you know, speaking of black holes, everyone just appears out of a tunnel in the Earth. Like the mole people finally come out, because there's nothing out here to indicate how these people are getting here. It's kind of funny. Is there a way to make a coaster so that the ride goes off the track? Like we could jump the track? Or does it just go flying off into oblivion? Okay, anyway. So these big areas are actually pretty good for rides. So let's think about, I don't know, some classic rides, I think, would be like bumper cars, maybe not that, but like that, like the spinning cup thing. Teacups, I think that one looks like it'll go in the fairy tale land. That's pretty big. I need something that's going to fit in here. Okay, well that one's pretty neutral. Yeah, okay. So anyway, I need to think about that, but I want some buildings here that will kind of... Like, I think of an information booth right at the entrance makes sense. And maybe we'll give it a little bit of a line so they can queue in there. Of course, that's going to depend, you know, what I want there. So we'll get that down, and then I want an ATM, but I think the ATM will probably just be better off over here, I would think. Let's actually move you back so I can line you up with a path.
Street Fox Coffee.
Street Fox Coffee. Let me maybe bump that up just a little bit more. What is it? Park. Well, okay, there's park music. Let's bring this up to 25. And then everything else that could be... Actually, voices. We'll do voices up to 80. Just a little bit taller. Okay. So this... Actually, I like that. I'm getting a little... I say I'm getting the hang of this, but I'm not. There we go. Oh my god, no. There we go. Yeah. So I did, I forget who the channel is. Geekism, I think. He's got a lot of tutorials on stuff like this. I'm mostly interested in shortcuts, like holding Z to have it go straight. Can we? I could actually change that. I could actually change the name of it. How's that? Okay, so now, oh, shit, I didn't even realize there's a thing there. There, okay. So now that one connects, and it's this very ugly path. Maybe I could do something else here. Let's take... Oh, piss. Okay, well, let's just undo all that. I was gonna try and make a square here, but I don't know. There's got to be a way to do that, right? Well, I suppose if I moved this out of here, I just think it would look better to actually make more of a square than having all these gigantic paths here. And, you know, thinking about it now, oh, there, okay, that actually pulls that back a little bit. It's probably not a good idea to have something like that in the back on a small path. So I don't know how that's going to work out. But I guess it'll give people a reason to go back there. Okay. So the restrooms probably want somewhat obvious. Having that, yeah, having it over here actually makes a lot of sense, except I don't want it there because that's going to be interfering with a ride. So I guess having that maybe there. I don't know how I'm going to get to these staff entrances, but they're going to want to go that way. This needs to be... What the hell? Oh, there we go. Length, well, length all the way there, and then a 6 by. Are you telling me? Okay. So that'll work there, and then I can use this to branch off some paths in the back. So as far as rides, I think we'll just go ahead and do the this.